What just happened? Everything is... started over. What are you anyway? That song you played, that instrument. That instrument! Wait, that's it, your instrument! The mask salesman said that if you got back the precious thing that was stolen from you, he could return you to normal. Did you completely forget or what? That's right, he did. We got our ocarina back, let's go get back to normal. And while we're here, I can talk about the flow of this Let's Play a little bit better. So, as you may have gathered, this game is a time loop. We are trapped in the same 72 hours over and over again. As I said before, each day in this 3-day cycle will be uploaded as 4 episodes, from 6 AM to noon, noon to 6 PM, 6 PM to midnight, and midnight to 6 AM. Furthermore, if 2 episodes take place at the same time in the time loop, I'll be uploading them at the same time. You may have noticed, with the start of this episode, that many episodes went up at the same time. There is one episode featuring the morning of day 1 from every single cycle that have just gone up at the same time. Similarly, the next time a video goes up, it'll be every single episode from the afternoon of day 1 of the cycle at the same time. The episodes are numbered, so if you watch them in the order that their numbers suggest, so watch episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. in that order, you will see the playthrough as it happened. If you watch them as they are uploaded, you'll see the Let's Play as it occurred in this world of Termina. Have fun! The choice for how you want to watch this Let's Play is yours. But I am going to have a hell of a time with uploading these incredibly out of order. Well, not quite out of order, in a very specific order. I think this will be fun to watch back later once it's all done, just to see the differences between each cycle of this playthrough. And with that, Happy Mask Man, I got my ocarina back. Can you make me a Hylian again? Were you able to recover your precious item from that imp? Oh, you got it! Then listen to me. Please play the song that I'm about to perform and remember it well. This is a melody that heals evil magic and troubled spirits, turning them into masks. I am sure it'll be of assistance to you in the future. Ah yes, I give you this mask in commemoration of this day. Fear not, for the magic has been sealed inside the mask. When you wear it, you will transform into the shape you just were. When you remove it, you will return to normal. We got the Deku mask to keep as a memento. Press start and set it to the C stick or on the select items screen. Wear this mask with C to inhabit the body of a Deku. Press C again to return to normal. Now I have fulfilled my promise to you. So please, give me that which you promised me. We didn't get the mask. Don't tell me. My mask? You did get it back, didn't you? What have you done to me? If you leave my mask out there, something terrible will happen. The mask that was stolen from me. It is called Majora's mask. It is an accursed item from legend that is said to have been used by an ancient tribe in its hexing rituals. It is said that an evil and wicked power is bestowed upon the one who wears that mask. According to legend, the troubles caused by Majora's mask were so great the Ancient Ones, fearing such catastrophe, sealed the mask in shadow forever, preventing its misuse. But now that tribe from legend has vanished, so no one really knows the true nature of the mask's power. But I feel it. I went to great lengths to get that legendary mask. When I finally had it, I could sense the doom of a dark omen brewing. It was that unwelcome feeling that makes your hair stand on end. And now that imp has it. I am begging you, you must get that mask back quickly or something horrible will happen. I'm begging you, you must do it. Really? You'll do it for me? I was certain you would tell me that. You'll be fine. Surely you can do it. Believe in your strengths. Believe. I bet something horrible will happen. Like, I don't know, maybe the moon fucking falling on us? Let's begin. The first cycle. That mask. The Skull Kid uses the power of that mask to do those horrible things. Well, whatever it takes, we've got to do something about it. The swamp, mountains, ocean, and canyon that Tail was trying to tell us about. I bet he was referring to the 4 areas just outside of town. There's one in each compass direction. But what do you suppose he meant by the 4 who are there? I have no idea. He always skips important stuff. I guess we should just go and find out. If we go through that gate straight ahead, we'll be heading in the direction of the swamp. Alright, remember what the Scarecrow said. If we play the notes of the song that can manipulate the flow of time backwards, we can do something important. We can slow down the flow of time. I want to explain how the flow of time in this game works. So as I mentioned before, once we have slowed the flow of time, time will be running pretty damn slowly. We'll call that standard time because that's the time we'll be playing at for most of the game. If we don't play the inverted song of time, time will be running 3 times standard speed. However, during that very first cycle where we didn't even have our ocarina, time runs 5 times faster than standard speed, so you do not have a lot of time in that first playthrough. Which is fine because there's not much to do. We had plenty of time to grind up money at the end, so let's slow the flow of time. And let's get to work. You can see just how much time is slowed by watching how people move. I mean, look at this kid here. He is going at a snail's pace. So if you remember, the Great Fairy told us that if we can return to human form, she will be able to help us further. Now that we've returned to human form, we can do that. But if you remember, we had to put her back together. And since we rewound time, she's been reset to her broken state. So we need to grab the Stray Fairy again and return it all the way to her. Every time we reset time by playing the Song of Time, a lot of things will be reset. Anything we have done in a cycle will be completely reset, with a few exceptions. Any major items such as the ocarina, and any masks we've picked up, and any quest items that we've picked up, those will all be lost. Our major items will be kept, but our minor items will be lost. Sorry, I completely got that backwards. We keep our major items like the Ocarina of Time and our masks and our quest items, but we lose our minor items. Things like rupees and Deku Nuts. Those are lost when we rewind time, so we need to be careful to put them back into the bank. Or at least we need to be careful to put our rupees into the bank before We've already spoken to you, I'm just going to ignore you. We gotta put our rupees into the bank before we play the Song of Time in each cycle, because we do not want to lose our money. We're trying to build up to 5,000. Now wait a second. Hold on. How on earth is depositing our money in the bank gonna prevent it from being lost? I mean, we're rewinding time to before we put that money in the bank. Well, we'll get to that. Just give me a moment. There's quite a few things to explain. But I actually did explain it in a previous episode. I believe I explained it when we first went to the bank how it works. Don't remember? Don't worry, I'll re-explain it when we get there. When we get there in a couple minutes. Oh, Tattle, and you, kind young one. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. For now, this is all I can offer you. Allow me to ease your weariness as a token of my gratitude. Oh, kind young one. Scattered throughout the 4 temples of this land are broken stray fairies like me. Please find a way to save them and return them to their fountains. Surely they will add to your strength. Allow me to grant you something good so the stray fairies will not fear you. And we got the Great Fairy Mask, where see, stray fairies will fly to you when you wear it. You'll know you're close to a fairy who's lost in a temple if the mask's hair begins to shimmer. Come see me whenever your quest has made you weary. Alright, we got our second mask. And this one will help us out very much in when we actually get to the temples and dungeons of this game. But for now, it's just gonna sit around in our inventory not doing much. Now then, let's see. There is a heart piece up there that we were not able to get as a Deku Scrub. Believe me, I have tried. I know that you can do it, I just also know that I can't. So, in order to get this heart piece, we're going to, as Hylian Link, now that we are much taller than we were as a Deku, climb to the top of this slide, and jump across to it. Rolling jumps tend to give you much better launching distance, so make use of your rolls when you jump. Alright, this will be number 5, I believe. Next up, we're gonna go sneak into the bomber's hideout, and I need to actually look up what the code was. We can play hide and seek again to get the code again, but I wrote it down because it's the same in every cycle. It's not gonna change, and that would just be a waste of time. Oh, damn it, I meant to skip through text because we've already spoken to you before, but I accidentally backed out. So 54213. That's right. If you know the code, then you're a member, right? Okay, here you go. There's a lot of cool stuff with it. Yeah, we know. Thank you, though. So we do have a couple things we want to do in here. We need to get the moon sphere again. That's important. We're going to be getting the moon sphere probably on every single cycle. Or at least we need to get the moon sphere on 5 separate cycles? Yeah, 5 separate cycles. So we'll be grabbing that one a lot. We've already grabbed it in the previous cycle, so we only need to get it for like 4 more times. But there's one more thing we can do in the observatory. And there's one more thing that happens when we leave this area. So this is going to be a productive little trip to the observatory. Thank you, by the way, for the advice, Scarecrow, hanging out down there in the basement. It was very, very handy. It definitely gave us a lot of help by letting us slow down time. Well, you're a child I've never seen in town before. Are you a new friend of the Bombers? I always said that it is important to develop your interests while you are young. You can use this telescope to look around town. If you're interested, give it a try. Yeah, let's take a look. So the first thing we're going to do is not get the moon sphere. We're actually going to watch over here and watch as this business scrub flies around. Because they're going to show us something important, and you need to watch this business scrub fly around in order for this something important to happen. Okay, you're gonna fly close, and I need to keep the camera ahead of you. And it track you all the way to where you're going. There you are. Also, really hate this. The vertical controls are inverted. I really hate inverted vertical controls. Why are people like this? Why do people prefer that? There you are. You go into your little hole down there. Okay, now that we've seen you go down there, let's get our moons here. You go shake your ass, you stupid skull kid. Well, how was it? Did you discover anything interesting? I did. I saw some men dancing. I saw a man in a tree trying to reach some rupees. I saw a business scrub go in a hole, which will be important later. And I saw the skull kid mocking us. And we got a moon steer. Okay. Let's get back to town. All the way back to town. And now that we have our sword, we could technically fight those Skulltulas, but nah, I'm gonna leave them be. I think it is a little bit faster to cross water as Deku Link, because you can just bounce. And if you do a spin right before you bounce, you get a lot more speed across the water, which is really nice. Okay, be sure to take off your mask before leaving here, otherwise you will not get something special. Hey guy, you haven't passed my test, so how do you know my secret code? Nobody but bombers know that code, so why do you know it? Listen guy, you're pretty good. You managed to figure out a code that only we know. Now that's something. I like you. What's your name, guy? Link, huh? Alright, that school kid broke our rules and is doing all kinds of stuff. I'm making Link a new member of the Bombers instead. This is the Bomber's Notebook. It contains the words we live by. Read it over. And we got the Bomber's Notebook. It allows you to keep track of people's schedules. Press start to access the quest status screen, then highlight the notebook and press A to read it. 1. Find troubled people and add their names and pictures. Only 20 people will fit into your book. 2. Promise to help them. Mark promises with promise stickers. Never be late with fulfilling your promises. 3. Whenever you solve someone's problem, it makes you happy. So a happy sticker will be added to your book. 4. No removing stickers. Use promise stickers to keep track of people until everyone is happy. Don't forget the rules. Tattle, you tell that skull kid he's out of here. He's been acting like a real jerk lately. The Bomber Secret Society of Justice was added to our notebook. You were taught the secret code. This was added to your notebook. Alright, the Bomber's Notebook. This is going to be basically how we track side quests in this game. Go ahead and pull it up and we can see every single person in this game, well, every important character in this game, is going to have an entry on this book. And by helping them out, we can slowly fill up the book, find out their schedules, and if we fill out every single entry in the book, help all 20 people that can be helped, I believe that will actually basically put us at 100% completion. It should give us almost every single collectible, which is nice. So filling out that notebook is going to naturally happen as a consequence of playing this game. But it's a good way to keep track your completion. Okay, we need to get some money real quick, and there's actually a really easy way to get money on every single cycle. Though I just screwed up the jump, so we're gonna have to try again and not embarrass ourselves. Go ahead and jump across here. Jump carefully across these store signs. And if we head up and around this corner, we can find 100 rupees in a chest, which will respawn every time we reset the clock. So every time we go back to dawn on the first day, we can grab that money and put another 100 rupees towards our count, which we will need to do. Okay, we need to get the land title deed back, so let's go ahead and grab that from you. And we've already spoken to you, so we don't need to read out your dialogue again, do we? Land title deed is ours. And off you go. Okay. Into West Clocktown, there are two things we can do here. We need to go over how the bank works again, and there is a school we need to go check out. So we'll go do the school first, actually. Heading into this building right next to the postman's office, we have the Swordsman School. If you need to learn how to play this game, this is a great place to come. This training center has friendly, polite, 24-hour one-on-one training that will noticeably improve your sword skills. From now until the end of the carnival, join at a special discount. Will we try it? If you need to know how to use your sword to great effect, the novice course is the way to go. If you just want to prove your skills and get a nice reward, expert course. The expert course is a practice session. Cut down the 10 logs using highly difficult techniques. If you score a perfect 30 points, you shall be taught all the secrets. Have you prepared? Most sword moves will only give 1 point. A jump attack will give 3. So we need to break all 10 logs with jump attacks to get our reward. Halfway there. This really is not too bad. Just don't forget to pull out your sword right away before the first logs even spawn, or you could actually end up in trouble. If you forget to pull out your sword, you can't jump attack, which is not fun. Alright. Not bad. Impressive. I must give you something. And we got our 6th piece of heart. Very nice. Unbelievable. Cherish it well. Thank you. I will cherish it well. Alright, next up, the bank. How does the bank work? So remember how I was telling you about that ink? She will stamp you with an ink stamp that contains your name and how much money you have in the bank. What's this? You need something? Deposit. Excuse me, but let me take a look at you. Yes, Link, if I remember, you're the little guy who deposited 400 rupees. We were a Deku scrub. That happened in another timeline, and how dare you? So yes, she doesn't actually remember shit about us. What she knows is that there is an ink stamp on us that says our name is Link, and we have 400 rupees in the bank. So we're basically stealing 400 rupees from her by having that ink which travels through time with us. I want to pull out 10 rupees. We need 100 rupees for something coming up. And we'll deposit more later. I promise. We need to save up 5,000 rupees. It's gonna be a while. But for now, I need 100. Okay, next up, let's head out to the field at last. Stop right there. Have you some errand in the swamp? It is dangerous outside the town wall, so I cannot allow a child like you to... A sword? My apologies, sir. It was wrong of me to treat you like a child. The southern swamp at Woodfall lies in this direction. Be careful. Alright, thank you very much. Alright, the first thing we are going to do is we're going to head over to that hole where we saw the business scrub dive down. So that's going to be over here in the southeast by the observatory. Unfortunately, when we're inside the observatory fence, we cannot get out of it. However, outside the fence, I don't know if I've actually shown it, but there is a Deku flower off in that corner, which you can use to get inside the observatory fence. So it's a one-way route into the observatory, which, if you need to get a moon sphere, can be handy. Anyways, heading into this hole where the business scrub dove down earlier. Ah, what are you doing here? This is my secret storage unit. It's a problem if you come in here without permission. Please, I'll sell you a piece of heart if you just keep this place a secret. 150 rupees? I can't afford that. No good? In that case, you leave me no choice. How about 1 for 100 rupees? If you say no thanks, he will leave with the heart piece. You cannot get it in this cycle. I have made that mistake before. Alright, that is number 3. It's not that I don't believe you, but just to be safe, I'm moving my storage. You hurry up and get out too. Alright, we are almost to another heart container. Thank you, business scrub. Okay, let's get out of here. Leave this hole for the ants. The ants can keep this hole for all I care. Alright, next up we need to head to the southwest corner of the field. You see there's a single red dot on the map. There's plenty of enemies in this area, but only one of them's actually marked. So that enemy that's marked is the Crow. The Crow is a monster. It sucks. If it attacks you, it will steal things from you. It can steal money, it can steal your items, it can steal your sword and shield. If it steals your items and gets away with it, like you're not able to get your items back before it escapes, you will have to buy your items back because the Crow will deliver them to the Curiosity Shop, which is a shop that only opens up at night in West Clocktown. In this hole, we have a Peahat. So let's fight it. Let's kill the Peahat. Thankfully, it's just one Peahat, and as long as you get under it, you're fine. It's safe. It's not a tough enemy. Eat shit, Peahat. I just fucking murdered it. Jeez. Poor thing went down without a fight. And we got another piece of heart, giving us our 6th heart container. No, wait, 5th, my bad. Why did I say 6th? We've only gotten 8 heart pieces. Apparently I can't count for shit. Okay, one more thing we need to do here in Termina Field, and that's going to be up at the very north end of the field. So let's get all the way up there, just run along the inner wall. Since, you know, smaller radius, smaller circumference, higher angular speed, we can get around faster, basically, is what I'm saying. You move faster when you're closer to the inside of a circle. Also, we have choo-choos everywhere. You can actually see what they will drop when you kill them. That choo-choo had a magic potion in it. That choo-choo over there has a heart in it. So, if you need to get something like heart or health or magic, the choo-choos are a really good way to do it. They'll just straight up tell you what they give you. Down here, there is a Dodongo. I'm going to run away in fear. Instead, we're going to go over to this hole where we're going to find 2 Dodongos. I trade 1 for 2. Sounds like a great plan. These Dodongos can be a little annoying because it's a narrow space and there's 2 of them. And when you attack them, they will spin around and they can end up swiping you. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Oh god. I would like to kill one of these Dodongos. As soon as one's dead, it gets a lot easier to fight them. But yeah, my preferred strategy with these guys is just hit, backflip, so you can dodge the tail, then circle around so you dodge the flame and can hit again. Also, they take a lot of hits, and it's very frustrating if I'm being honest. Like, these guys survive. You gotta really put in the work to beat them. And of course, when you beat them, they will explode. Because they're basically just bombs. I can't wait to bomb these Dodongos. Or I guess they can't wait to bomb me. Ow! They do drop 50 rupees when they die, so really good way to get money if you have the patience. I'm pretty sure there's faster ways to get money, but the faster ways tend to be things like chests that you can only get once a cycle, so if you don't want to waste a cycle by just getting a chest and playing the Song of Time, probably these are a good way to get some money, I guess. Come on. Give me your death already. How much health do you jerks have? There we go. God damn. Okay, let's grab the money and then the chest. Good, 100 rupees, and you give... a piece of heart. Collect 4 pieces to assemble a new heart container. Each new container you put together will increase the amount of life energy you can have. I just realized I think I forgot to do something in Clocktown, so we're gonna head back into Clocktown real quick on our way to the Southern Termina Field. Because our next destination is Southern Termina Field. Also, it's 11 o'clock. It's almost time for the end of this episode. Oh gosh. Time just kind of flew by, but we were very productive. I mean, we got, what, 5 heart pieces? We got 5 heart pieces, we got the Great Fairy's Mask, we got the Moon Tier, the Bomber's Notebook, and the Land Title Deed. We were very productive. I think we'll hold on to our money for now, because it will probably be useful. Anytime you see an owl statue like this with its wings closed, hit it. The wings will open. And now I can explain how saving works in this game. So there are 2 ways to save. The first way is by playing the Song of Time. When you return to the dawn of the first day, your game will be saved. This will be a permanent save. If you save, the other way to save is by talking to an owl statue. If you save at an owl statue, it will be a temporary save. The next time you load up the game, your save file will be restored to the last time you played the Song of Time. So yeah, no, those owl statues, they are your, if you don't want to go back to the beginning of a cycle, if you don't want to have to start your cycle over, they're the way to save. But once you load up your file, you better remember to save again, or you're gonna be in trouble. All right, time for the Southern Swamp. Oh, I remember this. Tail and I drew this with the Skull Kid when we first met him. He told us that he had been fighting with his friends and that they had left him all alone. I'm sure it was because he was always playing tricks, so nobody wanted to play with him. But to do what he did just because of that. And once he got his power, Skull Kid, we need to get that mask away from him. Someone who's been through some shit is probably not the best kind of person to be having a powerful mask like that, especially with the mask being able to bring down the goddamn moon. All right. Believe me, I've been through some shit. I never want to have access to any form of power. All right, heading over here. Ow, hi, Keys. There's some keys we can deal with. I spy something up in the tree. Go ahead and take off the Deku mask and let's get up there. And that'll be the last thing we do in this episode because we are about to hit noon o'clock. So, next time on Let's Play Majora's Mask with a piece of heart in hand. Next time, we're heading into the Southern Swamp to see what we can do about the 4 who are there. I will see everyone next time. As soon as these jerks stop killing me, I'll see everyone then.